Hello and welcome to You've Seen It Before, movie reviews with connections in mind. The Harry Potter stories have fueled the imaginations of both young and old with great books and great film adaptations. J.K. Rowling at one point said she is done writing Harry Potter books. Well, the adventures of the boy who lived may be over, but his universe is still as popular as ever, as evidenced by this year's hit Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. The film shows the world of Harry Potter roughly 60 years before he was born, with great modern effects and likable characters. Still, that isn't to say that there aren't several aspects of this film that will make audiences say, "We've seen this before." Now, this video will contain certain spoilers of Fantastic Beasts, as well as several other films. There's a complete list in the description below. If you haven't seen Fantastic Beasts yet, or any of the other films listed below, and want to wait until you have, stop the video at this point and come back later. With that in mind, though, let's begin.
Here we go again.
No, not again.
How long have we been doing this?
Once more unto
And again until we're both dead.
Date of arrival?
Today,
Profession?
I was a zoologist. I studied magical beasts.
I seek to provoke war between the magical and non-magical worlds.
The case. It was open?
Just a smidge.
Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them is the story of Newt Scamander, a magic zoologist who is in love with magical creatures and wants to protect them. He comes to New York in 1926 when the magical community in America has gone into hiding, and not everyone is fond of said magical creatures. Things go from bad to worse when some of Scamander's creatures get out of his case and cause trouble in New York, at the same time as some mysterious forces terrorizing the city, amid threats of the Dark Lord Grindelwald across the pond. With blame falling on Scamander for these things, it's up to him to clear his name and get to the bottom of the crisis. Now, there are several things this film has in common with other previous films, so let's start with the obvious ones and go from there. First, conceptually, this film shares a lot in common with the 2015 film Goosebumps. Both involve creatures getting released, and it's up to the caretaker and a small group of others to help round them up. Next, there's a certain amount of borrowing of the concept of an expert leading a group of uninitiated companions in said expert's field from, among others, Jurassic Park. There's a definite similarity in the way Scamander and Dr. Grant guide their companions through encounters with misunderstood but no less dangerous creatures, with varying degrees of death, of course. Also, while it's inevitable that a movie based on in a universe established in previous books and movies would borrow from said books and movies, it's undeniable that a whammy ending where Graves is revealed as Grindelwald in disguise is the same whammy ending as Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, where Barty Crouch Jr. is revealed to be disguised as Mad-Eye Moody. Now, if there are any real faults to this film, it's that it comes from the feeling that it's trying to do too much in a short amount of time. This film introduces characters and devices briefly and gives very cursory explanations and then moves on. Whereas the Harry Potter films took 8 films to flesh out the magical community in modern times, this film had the task of fleshing out the magical community of another country and in the 1920s. It does it, but it's a little sloppy at times. Still, these are not reasons why you shouldn't go see this film, or reasons why you shouldn't like it, why you won't like it. This film shows the power and allure of the Harry Potter universe, and shows that it can survive without him. Just remember, though, that there's nothing new under the sun, and yes, you have seen it before. Until next time, thanks for watching.